All right, welcome back here in Jerusalem tonight. As the Biden campaign bleeds out from the debate, there are other issues plaguing their party that aren't as easily fixed by just swapping Joe Biden out. A new USA Today poll indicating pandering as usual from the Democrats is not working for them as it usually does. Among black Pennsylvania voters, story goes, 38% overall saying inflation in the economy is their most important issue when determining who to cast their ballot for this fall. Among black Trump voters, that topic jumps to 52% who said it is the most important. Florida Congressman Byron Donalds joins us now. In the wake of what we've seen the last several days, too, what's your prediction for the black vote in the United States in this next election?
I think Donald Trump's going to be anywhere from 20 to 25%. And then when you take into account the chaos brought to us by Joe Biden's terrible performance and really the revelation that he's not been in charge for quite some time, coupled with the fact that the media and the Democrat establishment has lied to the American people about Joe Biden's capabilities, that could jump to 30% and even could go higher. We'll see how that goes. At the end of the day, black voters, like any other voter in this country, they want inflation under control. They want our borders secured. They don't want new wars popping off all around the globe. All of that has been brought to us by Joe Biden and the Democrat Party. And that's why you're seeing black voters looking to Donald Trump and looking to Republicans this November.
Yeah, I can feel, though, I mean, this whole thing works like a big machine in my mind. And I can feel that machine right now is moving very quickly toward Kamala Harris. I'm not sure if you feel the same thing, but I hear when I hear Jamie Raskin on CNN basically not saying that Biden's going to be the guy, that they're going to make, a change and everybody's going to coalesce around and it's going to be wonderful. When I hear moments like that and you see these 25 that are about to say he can't do it, I think the only viable option that they really have is Kamala because of the money and because of she's on the ticket and they can't get around her. I think there's this idea that they think Kamala can save all this and that Kamala Harris can save the black vote, which I personally think is laughable. I think it's insulting.
No, I don't think that's actually the case. But you got to understand, when it comes to the Democrats and the media and how they work together in this machine, if you're the person at the top of the ticket, they will talk about you as if you are the greatest thing ever created. And the second that you're not usable, i.e. Joe Biden, right. Oh, you need to step down. You're not the same person. It's time for us to move on. These same Democrats 2 weeks ago were saying that Joe Biden was one of the great presidents ever. Look at what he's done, even though they knew full well that his capabilities have been diminished over the last several years. I think when you talk about how people aren't really being fooled by the propaganda from the Democrat machine is because the American people are now accustomed to the gaslighting that comes from Democrats and comes from the media. It's all one and the same. And so with Kamala Harris, she was the border czar. She did nothing to fix the border. As a matter of fact, what she did was go down to the Northern Triangle countries to try to figure out root causes. And we all know the root cause was Joe Biden ending Donald Trump's border security protocols. Right. That was the root cause. She ignored it. And then when she went to El Paso, she was there for a couple of hours, then went on to Los Angeles. She's not serious about the issues facing this country. Neither was Joe Biden. And I've been saying for weeks now, doesn't matter if it's Joe Biden or anybody else, the Democrat agenda remains the same. Yeah. What America is witnessing is the Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, AOC, Democrat agenda. It doesn't matter who they put up top. It's the same agenda. They're just going to have somebody who speaks better in front of a camera. That's window dressing while the American people suffer.
It really, it's so sad that this is the way it works. And it's really sad that, we've had this president, that's just been kind of the face of a whole movement that was beneath him that I think came from Obama and came from a much further to the left place. You said you disagreed with me about my hypothesis about Kamala Harris. Who do you think Trump's going to go against in November? Who do you believe that'll be?
Well, honestly, it's going to be Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. I think the way their party rules are working, especially the way the fundraising rules work, it's very difficult for them to put somebody else on that ticket because essentially they'd have to refund all the campaign money and then go out and re-raise new money. It makes it incredibly difficult. So I think it's going to be one of the two. Also, you have to understand that if the Democrats step over Kamala Harris for Gretchen Whitmer or Gavin Newsom, they're going to have a black woman problem on their hands.
Yeah.
And that stuff's already starting to seep out over the last couple of days. So I think it's either Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. Quite frankly, I don't care who the person is. I think Donald Trump beats both of them because this administration has been such an unmitigated disaster with crises after crises after crises. The American people want Donald Trump back in the White House.
Congressman Donald, it's good to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next up in News from the Left, Fauci is asked to diagnose Biden's cognitive health. The response is classic. Take care.